Without you meeting that person, the instructors that taught him or her, all the instructors will mark your name. That is one thing you have to know about the Filipinos. Hi lovies, welcome back again to another video. I'm going to be sharing 5 important points I feel as a foreign student will be of great help to, especially the new ones who are here in the Philippines or who will be coming soon to the Philippines for study. First off, if you are new to my channel, my name is Ruth, BSN graduate from one of the universities here in the Philippines, and you are most welcome to Nursery Nook. For my OGs, thank you so much, lovelies, for always tuning in to watch my videos. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing some points, 5 important points I feel you as a foreign student should bear in mind or should know as a student in the Philippines. Number 1 point is, as a foreign student in the Philippines, try as much as possible to be among the brilliant ones. Yeah, let me use the word. In your class, try as much as possible to be among the brilliant ones. It's going to help you a lot. Do not be among the least. Remember, you are a foreigner. So for your voice to be heard, let me put the sentence like that. For your voice to be heard or for you to be known in your department, you really need to be among the brilliant ones. You know, there is one thing I like about the Philippines. If you are brilliant, like you are intelligent, there is a kind of respect they accord to those ones. Like there is where they place them. I don't know how to put it. It's not like they will place them, they have special seats for them. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Once you are among the brilliant ones, it will ease your study here in the sense that your voice can be heard. At least when in your class they want to assign something, they mention your name and that kind of thing, it's a credit to you. It's not like they are going to add any score or any grade or anything to you, but it helps. I don't know how to put it. Maybe by the time you come to the Philippines or the time you start studying, you will understand better why I am making this video. They have a way they respect you if you are brilliant. When you write, you know, your results is showing, your grades are showing that this person is among the brilliant ones. I want you to understand in this video that I'm making, I am making it based on my experience here in the Philippines. I've stayed in the Philippines for 6 years now. This will be my 6th year in this country. And I studied nursing for 4 years. So I am saying this based on experience. I've stayed with those people for 4 years in the class. I've been with them for this long. And at least I can give someone who is coming an advice. Yeah, let me put it like that. I can give you an advice that will be of help to you. Disclaimer, please. This video is not to showcase that, okay, maybe she wants to tell us that she's brilliant. I did not tell you I am among the brilliant ones. Neither am I among the dull students. So I'm just sharing this to help someone out there, especially if you are a foreigner. Remember, you pay more than the locals. You do everything more. So I feel you should also put in your best in your study more. Yeah, we have a lot of Filipinos that do well too. They are very well for themselves. But I'm giving this video for foreigners, for you to know that coming to the Philippines, your parents are not here, but they are doing a lot of sacrifice for you. So the best you can use to pay them back is to also put in your best in your study. So back to the video. Try to be among the brilliant ones. If you're among the brilliant ones, it will be easy for you in your duration of study. At least if they want to mention those that are brilliant in your class or in your faculty, before they will mention 1, 2, 3 up to 10, your name should be among, you know. That is what I am trying to say. At least the purpose of this video is to help you as a student to do better than we did. So this video is based on experience and what I've noticed about studying here in the Philippines. So the second point is, as a foreigner in the Philippines, always make sure to meet up with your fees, your tuition fees. The reason for this is, if you are always owing, in some schools they will not even allow you to take your exam. Like I've shared in some of my videos, in the Philippines they allow you to pay your tuition on installments. So in my own school, for example, we write our exams 4 times in a semester. So that 4 times in a semester, it is expected of you to pay something, part of your tuition, before the first exam. Then When it's time for the second exam again, you are expected to also pay in something. That's how you pay first one, second one, third one until your final exam for that particular semester. So if you do not pay anything at all, they will not allow you to write exam, because once you pay something for your tuition, you are given an exam permit. So with that exam permit, when you are in the examination hall, that was when it was face-to-face classes, before your exam, you present your examination permit and your instructor will sign on it. My own school, especially my own department, nursing department in my own school, they are very strict with that. Like, without that permit, they will not allow you to take your exam. That means you have to take special exam. The special exam means you are still going to present that your permit later on, an additional receipt, which will cost you about 100 pesos or 200 pesos to get, to write your exam alone. You understand? To write it alone with your instructor. So that special exam, I try as much as possible to even avoid writing special exam, because one is that you need to still pay extra for it, about 100 or 200 pesos. That's why I always advise people, foreigners coming to the Philippines, before you think of coming to the Philippines, make sure you have a sponsor. And even as you come to the Philippines, you have a sponsor. Always pray for your sponsor, because we all know that shits do happen in life, and we pray that that kind of shit will not come near you when you are in the Philippines studying. I know what I'm saying. It's only those that have been here that will really understand what I'm saying. If you are even owing tuition, for example, you are in my department, they tell you exam is next week, you have not paid, you don't even know the means of paying. Do you know that that thing can traumatize a student, like knowing that I've not paid for my tuition, I need exam permits. Your mates are already reading, preparing for the exam. You are thinking, if I read now, how am I sure I will pay my tuition? How am I sure I will even write it next week? That thing can displace someone, you know, owing tuition, especially. I will keep using my school as an example, because I don't know about other schools if they allow them to take their exams without examination permits. In my own school too, some departments, they allow their students to take exam even without permits, but later you will still pay and submit before they will show you your grade. But in my own department, nursing department in my school, they will not allow you take that exam at all if you did not pay in something for your tuition. Even now that classes are online, the instructor will tell the students, you pay your tuition, upload your receipts. They will send a link for you to upload your receipts to show proof of payment before they will upload your grade in your portal. That's how strict my own department, nursing department in my school, that's how strict they are. I know why I am also saying this. So please try as much as possible to always pay your tuition on time. And if you are in a school, in a department that always insists on students paying before exam, then you just have to work with the rule, because they may not want to bend it because of one person. If that's how it has always been, they will keep to the rule. They cannot change it because of you. One thing I've noticed about Philippines, studying in my own school and department, if you are among the brilliant ones and you always keep to payment for your fees, like you write exam when others are writing and you do well in the exam, they place you somewhere, like the way they look at you and the way they treat you. I'm not saying you have preferential treatment or special treatment, but I don't know how to put it. Maybe when you are there, you understand, or those that are there already will understand better what I'm saying. You know, when you are not owing and you are among the brilliant ones, you see these 2 points, they go together. I'm just trying to make a point here, and I hope you grasp the point. So the next point, and the third one, try as much as possible not to indulge in anything you know is dirty. When you are caught, is going to tarnish your image or something like that. Try as much as possible to avoid it as a foreigner. Even though locals are doing it, citizens, I'm not saying that citizens do that, but we all have conscience, we all have our instincts, we all know what is bad and what is good. So if, for example, a local or a citizen of Philippines is doing something like that, and you know that this thing is bad, so if I do it and I'm caught, I'm going to be penalized, you know, justice must take its place, then don't do it at all, because you may be the scapegoat. And even though they catch a foreigner and they catch a citizen, they will treat the citizen mindly, you know, the way they will treat that person will be different from how they will treat you as a foreigner. I think any country should do like that. For their citizens, they should be more lenient and gentle with their own citizen compared to someone who is not their citizen. So if you are a foreigner, you are expected to be in your best manner, at least put in your best and leave the rest for God. You have limited time, limited years to spend in the Philippines if really you are here for studies. So try as much as possible not to indulge in any dirty or foul thing. So the next point is be respectful to your instructors. In fact, be very, very respectful to your instructors, irrespective of their age. I know I have mentioned this in one of my videos, but I feel I should still mention it here as part of what you should bear in mind as a new foreign student in the Philippines. No matter the age of your instructor, be very respectful to them. Is in the Philippines, you will find a very young instructor. When looking at that instructor, you know that this instructor is not my mate. I am senior to him or her. But it is not their fault or their problem that they are your instructor. And they did not send you to come to college. And at that time, you are there that made them your instructor. You understand? So, as far as you are there, no matter their age, how small in stature or how tiny that instructor is in stature, make sure to accord respect to him or her. Please pardon the backing from the background, please. And the funny thing is, the dog is not even in this compound. It is at the back of my house, like very far from here, but I don't know, the voice is always very loud. Anytime I'm making video or I'm on call, that's when they disturb. Like, I don't know who used to inform them that this girl is about to do something, please disturb her. Anyway, please pardon the noise, the backing from the background. So like I was saying, always make sure to accord respect to your instructors, no matter how tiny or young he or she is. If you are a foreigner, make sure to ask questions in a respectful manner. Do not assume things like, we know in Philippines, they speak English. But truth be told, if you are in the class, you have more of Filipinos in a class. And more of Filipinos, they flow more in Tagalog than in English. So oftentimes you have the instructor teaching in Tagalog. So what you can do once you can no longer understand them, draw the attention of the instructor back. Do that politely. Remind him or her that you are a foreigner. Ask questions concerning what he or she is teaching, just to draw his or her attention back that there is a foreigner here. And once you ask that question, especially in a polite manner, they will, oh, sorry, nosebleed, I forgot we have a foreigner in the class, and they will flow back. Before you know again, they will go back to Tagalog. But the main thing is, whenever you are confused, make sure you ask questions. And if ever, maybe you did not really understand some things in the class, if you are confused or there is an announcement, ask your friends, ask among your classmates. You will have someone that is really very nice to you. Like during my own time, I was the only foreigner, and I have some of them that I am really very close to them, you understand? So always feel free to ask questions, both from your classmates and from instructors, especially whenever they are teaching. If you need any information, just don't presume anything. Go straight to that instructor and ask him or her question in a very polite manner. You understand? The instructors here are approachable, they are friendly, so you can easily approach your instructor and ask him or her any question. Even in the class, do not be shy, even though you are the only foreigner. Like during my time, like I said, I was the only foreigner in my class. Do not be shy to ask questions. There is this saying that my people used to say, whoever asks question can never miss the road. So always ask questions. So the last point, which is the 5th point I'm going to be sharing with you, always be punctual to duties. This point is specifically for nurses. I will always say something to nurses because I am a graduate from there. So it's relatable. Anytime I'm talking about nursing, I feel so happy doing it, you know. So this number 5 point is especially for student nurses. When it's time for your clinical exposure, try as much as possible to be punctual. Like always be early to your duties. If you know that the hospitals you are posted to will take you 30 minutes to drive, I had one that takes 15 minutes then, even sometimes 1 hour. It depends on how jeepney we stop on the road before I get to that hospital. So if you know that where you are staying there is distance, always try to leave on time. Those are the sacrifices and the training you have signed for as a student nurse. Right from the day you agreed or you enrolled into College of Nursing, these are part of the sacrifices you have signed in for. It is part of training, and this will also train you to be a better nurse someday. When you start working in a hospital or anywhere someday, it's going to train you to keep to time. So as a student nurse, always try as much as possible to be there on time for duty. The reason for this, if it's in my own school, for example, and I know most schools also do that, whenever you come late for your hospital duty, 1 day lateness is equivalent to three makeup duties. In my own school, the way they calculate it, some instructors are so strict. If you come late, once they pick your name, they report you to the overall person in charge of clinicals. 1 lateness is equivalent to 3 makeup duties. And that 3 makeup duties, for you to do it, you will pay money. So if you have 3 makeup duties, if you are paying, for example, 250 pesos for 1 duty day, so 250 times 3, that's 750 pesos, right? Before you go for that makeup duty. If you have sent yourself completely from hospital without any cogent reason, you just absent yourself from, even though with cogent reason self, if you have sent yourself and you are in the hand of a very strict instructor, that 1 absenteeism is equivalent to 6 makeup duties. And that 6 makeup duties, for example, if you are going to pay 250, that's 250 times 6 for 6 days. That's what you pay before you now go for 6 days makeup duty. So always try as much as possible to keep to the rules guiding your school or your department. You know, nursing is a training ground. They don't only teach you, they will train you, they will discipline you. So that's why I'm particular about this point for student nurses. If you know the type of instructor you have, please follow him or her that way to avoid any trouble or any problem, or to avoid that you will be marked in your department for negative reason. If you are to be known for anything in your department, it should be for something good. If you know that in your own department they are very strict, they have this protocol, they have these rules and regulations, please try as much as possible to keep it, to avoid any problem. You know, in the Philippines, in a class, maybe you have like 30 or 40 students in a class, or even 20 or even 15 in a class. Every instructor know their students by their name. So if they must call your name, it should be for something good. If they know you for something bad, all the instructors will mark your name. That is one thing you have to know about the Filipinos. So if they also know you for something good, all of them will mark your name for something good. If they want to call your name in your department, it should be for something good, because it's going to go a very long way even after you graduate and leave that department. If they also know you for something bad, it's going to go a very long way even when you graduate and leave that department or you transfer. It's going to go a very long way. One thing with Filipino instructors, maybe you come in contact with them for the first time and you call your name, the way they will be responding to you, you will have that kind of feeling. Maybe they must have talked about you, you know, something like that. So that's why they must know you for something good. Because if you are also good, even after you must have finished, you graduate from that school, you leave, any other foreigner that will come and they see that foreigner, they will ask, "Hi, what's your name?" You call your name. They will tell you, "Are you a Nigerian?" For example, "Are you a Nigerian?" You say, "Yes, we are a Nigerian." The next question will be, "Do you know Anne?" For example, the person will say, "No, I don't know Anne." How will you even know Anne, whereas you are just a new student coming? But they will ask you, "Do you know Anne?" You say, "No, I don't know her." So, "Oh, she's a Nigerian. She was in this department before. She graduated from nursing." You say, "Oh." Then they will start downloading everything, the history of that person to you, even without you meeting that person. Like without you meeting that Anne in person, the instructors that taught her, most of them do that anyway. They will download the history of that person completely to you, the way it is. That's how free they are. That's how their life is. from the time they started teaching him or her till that person left. They will tell you the history of that person. So you will be where you are, relaxing and flexing or doing whatever you are doing, wherever you are, and your story is still with your department, with your school, and it's lingering on. So that is why I am advising you as a foreigner, if they must know you in your department, it should be for something good. They will not tell a Filipino, for example, say there are Filipinos in that class, and other Filipinos will also come in. You will not see them asking a fellow Filipino or Filipina, do you know Ramos? He used to be a student here. Because there are many Filipinos, what's their business with them? But it is you that is a foreigner that will always be singled out because you are a foreigner. People can easily single you out. So if they must single you out, let it be for something good. So that whenever they want to tell your story, they will always say something good about you. We know that nobody is perfect, but at least they will have something nice to say about you. I am sharing these things based on experience, not just from only me, but from other foreigners around. There are some things I must have done, I feel okay, I would have done better during my undergrad. That's why I'm sharing this video, so that you do better and even be among the best. So this video is not showcasing or to prove that I was perfect in any of those points. No, the main purpose for this video is for you to do better than I did, and for you to even be among the best. So this is not to showcase anything, please. It's just me sharing my points to help a foreign student out there, and as well a Filipino citizen, or even a student outside the Philippines or anywhere you find yourself as a foreigner. This video will be helpful to you. So lovelies, that's it. I've come to the end of this video. If you are watching me and you are still watching me and you are not subscribed to my channel, what do you want me to do before you can subscribe to my channel? Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. Remember to please turn on your post notification bell that says all, so that you'll be the first to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Give this video a huge thumbs up. If there is any point you want to shed more light on, or any point you want to share with us, please do well to leave it in the comment section. If you have video suggestions, please leave it in the comment section. Until I come your way next time, I remain your favorite nurse, Ruth, signing out. Love you all. Bye.